Looking live at me.
Okay, welcome to our interview with Miss Stephanie. I'm so excited to be sharing her story with you guys tonight. So we had some technical difficulties, but we're here. So make sure you share this video if you could, please, to help us spread the word. And if you have any questions, I'll just go ahead and leave them in the comments below. But okay, let's just go ahead and jump right in, Stephanie. Can you kind of just give us like an overview of your experience on Journey to Health?
Yeah, so I started because we were at Heather's one night after she finished feeding us some sugary dessert. No, just kidding. I don't, it was really good, whatever it was, but I don't know if it was sugary. But I just had my baby, and with my first kid, I was back in my jeans in 2 days. And with the twins, I was back in my jeans in 2 weeks. And here I was 2 months after having a baby and still not fitting in my jeans. And that was an issue with me. Like, I struggled with that. So I joined initially to lose weight and to fit into my jeans. And if you know my sister-in-laws, they're really skinny, and I didn't like being the fat sister-in-law, so I want to be the skinny sister-in-law for once. So that's why I joined, but I that's not why I continued. I learned so much not only about my own body, but about my baby's body, and I think I have solved everyone's colic problem through this. My baby is sensitive to dairy, and like it's so legit and so real because when I eat it she gets constipated and she cries and her tummy hurts, and when I don't eat it she's fine and she poops 5 times a day, which sucks, but it's good for her, you know. So I don't know, I think that alone is like such a big blessing for us. It's just the food I was eating affected the way she felt through nursing. And then I discovered that I had my own sensitivity to dairy, and I really like cheese. And my parents own a pizza restaurant, so to not eat cheese is very difficult because if you ever tried pizza without cheese, I have. It's awful. So I I have limited myself to I will allow myself a little bit of cheese a day, but beyond that, I just don't allow dairy, and the both of us feel so much better. Um, I don't feel like I'm a mom of almost 3-year-old twins and a brand new baby, and I am not tired, and I'm not exhausted, and I was exhausted, and I'm not anymore, and I don't feel bloated at night. Like, I don't feel like my button's about to pop off my jeans, you know, because I finally did get back into them, which was nice. And
Nice.
I did lose 15 pounds, and you know, I like sometimes I
Wow.
see that and I'm like, well, I wanted to lose 30, but 15 pounds over 10 weeks is like a healthy weight loss. It's not just, you know, like if I was losing 15 pounds in 2 weeks, I might should be concerned health wise because then I think I'd be starving myself. So
Right.
it was a good, healthy weight loss. But yeah, I don't know, that's pretty much what I got from it.
That's awesome. Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks for sharing that. I think those are great benefits. So, what would you say were, besides, of course, obviously just discovering the dairy sensitivity for you and your baby, that was big. But what would you say were like the most helpful aspects of the program for you?
I really liked the weekly videos. I wasn't always able to get on to them live just because of life and children, but
Hmm.
like I would watch them, and I always watched them in the car because I'm in the car a lot. And so sometimes my husband would be with me in the car and he would listen to him too, and he's like he loved them. Like he loved listening to the videos because the information is so good, and it's information that'll stay with you for life. And like, you know what I mean? Like to me that's priceless. So I
Nice.
really enjoyed the information. And I actually really enjoyed cutting caffeine. Like I
Oh,
thought I was going to hate that, but I was so we were driving home from Disneyland and we got to a motel at 2 o'clock in the morning and woke up at 7 to leave again. And I was like, I am not gonna make it home on 5 hours of sleep. Like, there's no way. Like, this is too long of a drive. I have my kids. So I got a Dr. Pepper because that's my weakness. And that first drink, oh, oh, so gross. Like, who drinks Dr. Pepper? It's so disgusting. And it burned my throat going down. And like, I seriously, like, I got a medium, and like this much is how much I drink out of it. Like, it
Wow.
was so gross that I was like, okay, I need this for my energy, but I couldn't handle it. And that was like my
That's
biggest thing.
amazing.
Like, I loved Dr. Pepper, and now I'm like, this tastes nasty. So that was huge too.
That's crazy. So for all of you out there that think that you could never give up soda and be happy, there you go.
Yeah, you can give it up and be happy.
Wow, that's great. Is there any other aspects of the program that you want to point out that were helpful for you?
Um,
I mean,
I really,
obviously, we can't
I
talk
really
about
liked the
everything.
Facebook like environment, like the group, and just having everyone's support. And like if you struggled with it and you posted about it, mostly everyone was struggling with the same thing. Like, you weren't in it on your own. I really
Yeah,
liked that. Um, I
yeah, we
struggled
had a
with the
great
workouts.
community.
I don't know why, but I just really struggled with, like, come Thursday, I'm like, oh shoot, I gotta get my workouts in for the week. Like, but I know they were good, you know what I mean? I just needed to be better about it. But and like, that's the thing, like, yes, I did the workouts and I struggled with them, but the food was such a big difference for me. Like, I don't know, just learning about food, what's good for you, what's not good for you. Like, I I don't like I crave apples and peanut butter now instead of like that bag of chips, or I don't know what else would I have. Just crap. I don't know. Junk food. Pop Tarts. I used to crave Pop Tarts, and now like I don't even buy them. Like, and I just love eating an orange here and there. Like, carrots. I
Nice.
find myself craving carrots, which is weird
Wow.
because I didn't mind carrots, but I never craved them before. So I don't know. Just it's so crazy, like, how your body actually reacts to food, like, and what you like. I think one of the biggest things that always stuck with me in one of the videos was, like, when you have a craving for food or you think you're hungry, but your body is actually in reality, like, you're not hungry, your body's just craving the nutrients that you're missing out on. And like, I always remember that, like, I'm not actually hungry, like, my body needs real food, not fake food. And so I don't know, for some reason I feel like my body always needs carrots. I don't know why carrots always just stands out, but
Need some vitamin A or something.
yeah, I just feel like I just need the carrots. I don't know, better eyesight, I guess. I'm not sure. But
It was
yeah.
amazing. It was amazing to me just hearing in the group how much everybody's um, tastes changed in a pretty short amount of time throughout the course of the program. So that's
Yeah.
cool to hear you talk about that.
Yeah, well, and there's even the foods that, like, I told myself, because I loved. Okay, this was another thing I absolutely loved. I didn't have to make my own meal plan or shopping list. Like, you guys did it for me. It was so nice. This is just so much time I didn't have to worry about.
And now you
Um,
have them too.
yes, and
You
now I
can
have
just
all
use
these
them.
amazing recipes. But I always told myself, okay, you have to at least try it. Make what's on the list. You have to at least try it. And I still didn't bring myself to try mushrooms or fish because I just couldn't bring myself to do it. But like the Brussels sprouts and the spaghetti squash and like other vegetables, like I would have never used. I would have just been like, oh, I'll omit those. Like, I don't need that.
Mm-hmm.
But I told myself I had to try them, and I actually like so many things that I didn't even know I could like. So
Nice.
that was nice because I actually am a really picky eater, and that's another thing. Like, you might think you're a picky eater, but it turns out you might not be a picky eater. So,
Yeah, we had a couple of people I think that
that felt like they were picky eaters in the group, but did pretty well, I think. So
Mm-hmm.
that's good. That's great.
Um,
Did you
Yeah,
have any?
that's awesome.
okay, hold on one second. I have a
You're
child
good.
that's not in bed. Just
You're good.
I'll come in a second. Just go lay down, okay? Turn your light off. Turn it off. Okay, sorry. She comes strolling out.
No worries. Did you have any other questions, Kelly?
No, I think you pretty much covered it. I think, well, you know what, actually, so you're a mom of four little ones, right?
Yes, 4 girls.
So do you feel like it was doable with four little kids? And how did you incorporate your family into the program as you went?
Oh,
Okay,
that's good.
so my oldest is my pickiest. The twins have always ate whatever because their dad feeds them whatever. So I mean, they're just not that picky. They just kind of eat what I put on their plate. But she actually discovered like she likes spinach, and she didn't know that. Like because that was always just a gross thing. But I told her she had to at least try it. So that was huge. Like she's there's still a lot she doesn't like, but she did that, and then she did the sugar challenge, and now like even just that 1 week she looks at the back of things to see how much sugar's in it, like
Wow.
just because she's curious how much sugar she's putting in her body. So that I feel like that was huge.
Yeah, that's a
So
nice thing to be aware of, at
right,
least.
yeah, so even if she does like exceed on the sugar, she at least knows that she did. So
Yeah,
uh,
she's
and
ahead of most
she
adults.
we've bought like the small water bottles because with where we live it's just easier to have water bottles because I don't really know if I trust the well water out here, so we have water bottles. So I knew I needed to drink 4.5 water bottles, so I bought her the miniature ones, and I told her, you have to drink 2 of these a day, and so she takes one for lunch and then drinks one at dinner. And like before, getting her to drink water was so hard, and now she drinks water, and it's like awesome.
Nice.
So yeah, so there's a lot of improvements with her as well, and then the twins are just whatever. I don't know what they are. They're crazy,
That's
They're
cool
still
though.
pretty young though, too.
right? But yeah, I don't know. Well, it was kind of weird today because one of them likes green beans. Like she loves them. Like she always sticks her hand in the dang bowl and just eats them straight out of the bowl. And I'm like, everyone's eating those. Like, stop doing that. But then the other one hates green beans. And today she actually said, I want green beans for lunch. And I'm all, you don't like green beans? And she goes, yes, I do. And I'm like, well, okay, I guess you can have green beans for lunch. So I don't
Nice.
know if that
And did...
that came from this or not, but she wanted green beans, so it's good.
That's great. Well, hopefully
Yeah, that's awesome.
with you and their big sister modeling good eating habits, then that'll rub off on them. So,
Right. Well, and that's the thing is like I did grow up with a pizza restaurant, and that was convenient, and I worked 5 nights a week when I got into high school there, so I just ate what was available, and I didn't really know how to eat. Like, and that was another thing is like I wanted to learn about food and how I should be partaking it and putting it in my body instead of just, oh, you need food to survive, just put something in your mouth and chew. So I don't
right.
know. Like that was huge for me is like learning what foods I needed to be eating and paired with whatever foods. Like I remember one time my mom made a comment to me like, "Okay, you can't have this, this, and this because that's all starches." And I'm like, "But they're so good. I so can do that." And she's like, "I don't know if that's a good idea." And I just kind of brushed her off. But I'm so glad that like now I know like like you probably shouldn't eat, I don't know, like pasta and bread and what else? I don't know, another pasta on top of it. Like, you need to have like some vegetables in there or something. And
Right. Yeah, we practiced
yes, and I'm
balancing our
like the
plate.
whole the whole veggie thing, like I would just throw a can of corn in and be like, that's a good vegetable. And like, but now I'm like, I love broccoli and cauliflower rice, and I love like all the good things, and so that's
Nice.
been good too. So yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's great. Yeah. Well, thank you. We'll try to keep this shorter so that people watch the replay and hear your story. So thanks so much for sharing and joining the journey with us. It was really awesome to have you along.
Yeah, thanks for letting me join.
Yeah.
I was
Thank you.
real fast, but I was like almost hesitant to pay it in the beginning, and I'm like, do I want to do this, do I not? And it took me a couple of days to talk myself into it, and I'm really glad I did, because like really, like I don't think you can put a price on everything we learned. Like I don't, like this is your life. Like can you really put a price on your life? I don't think so. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Thank you. I
Yeah, and
appreciate
your
that.
kids' life too.
Right. Yes. So
Well,
Yep.
good. I'm
So
glad
what would
glad
you
you feel
say
like
were
you
your
got your
main
money.
like hesitations? Oh,
say that again.
sorry.
Go ahead.
Uh, I was just asking, what was your main hesitation like before you decided to commit? What were you most worried about?
The money, and if it wasn't even that much money, but I'm super tight with my budget, and I'm like, that doesn't fit into my budget, like just dumb things. And then I almost didn't want to give up my chips and my soda, and I'm like, if I do this, like I don't just do something and just kind of vaguely follow along. Like if I commit myself, I'm gonna do it. And so I'm like, do I really want to commit? Do I really want to give up all the bad? And yes, I do. So, and I did. It was good. So yeah.
Well,
Good. You did
awesome.
good. Okay.
All right.
So do you have anything else, Heather?
No, I think that was great. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for having
Yes.
me.
Thank you so much. All right, you
Okay.
guys, I'm gonna log off. Have a good night.
Okay, bye.
Okay. Good night.